trip you into surrendering. That loss of control feels like abandonment to her. So while she acts calm on the outside, she's spiraling inside, wondering who you're becoming now that she can't dictate how you feel. Her ego can't handle your growth. Narcissistic friends want you evolving, but only if it benefits them. The moment you grow in a direction they can't exploit, they feel threatened. Your boundaries represent maturity, healing, and emotional independence, 3 things she secretly resents because they expose her lack of progress. That's why she acts offended, confused, or worried when you pull away. It's not concern, it's insecurity. Your growth reminds her of every insecurity she hides behind fake confidence. It's easier for her to pretend you're changing too much or acting distant than to accept that you're rising beyond the level she can control. Your boundaries are proof that you no longer need her validation, and that truth bruises her ego more than she'll ever admit. She starts comparing her influence to others, and jealousy takes over. Once she notices you're no longer emotionally dependent on her, something dangerous happens. She begins comparing herself to every person you now trust, value, or connect with. She becomes hyper-aware of who you talk to, who you follow online, who you share laughter with, who you confide in. She stalks your posts, watches your stories, and analyzes your captions, not because she misses you, but because she wants to see who replaced her role in your life. Every new connection you form feels like a threat. Every happy moment that doesn't include her feels like betrayal. And every sign of your independence becomes a reminder that she's losing her place in your inner circle. Her jealousy doesn't always show, but it grows quietly like a shadow, longer and darker with every boundary you reinforce. She fears your boundaries because they expose her true behavior. Here's the part she hopes you'll never figure out. Your boundaries highlight everything she's been doing wrong. When you stop justifying yourself, she can no longer twist your words, rewrite your intentions, or weaponize your emotions. Your silence blocks her manipulation. Your distance blocks her control. Your clarity blocks her gaslighting. And that terrifies her, because the moment you see her behavior clearly, she risks losing the power she built through confusion and guilt. This is why she sometimes becomes extra sweet, suddenly supportive, or overly friendly when you enforce boundaries. It's not real change, it's fear. She's trying to re-enter your emotional world before you close the door for good. Deep down, she can't handle the idea that you no longer need her. This is the emotional truth beneath everything. Narcissistic friends don't want balanced friendships. They want dependence. As long as you felt obligated to explain yourself, she felt safe. As long as you worried about her feelings more than your own, she felt powerful. As long as you kept justifying your boundaries, she felt relevant. But once you choose self-respect over her approval, she feels erased. Not because you hate her, and not because you're cruel, but because she only knows how to survive in friendships where she is the center. Your boundaries remove her throne. So when a narcissistic female friend reacts strangely after you stop explaining yourself, don't assume she's unbothered. She's faking confidence while drowning in fear. When the narcissist is your ex-girlfriend, don't react to her games, do this instead. There's something uniquely exhausting about dealing with a narcissistic ex-girlfriend. She doesn't just break up with you. She turns the breakup into a stage play where she's the star, the victim, and the villain all at once. And the moment she realizes you're finally pulling away, she starts playing emotional chess. Not because she wants you back, but because she wants control. Before you fall into her trap again, here are 5 emotional reasons why reacting to her games only empowers her, and what you must do instead if you want to protect your peace, your sanity, and your future. She thrives on emotional reactions. A narcissistic ex-girlfriend doesn't communicate to connect. She communicates to provoke. Every confusing message, every sudden call, every guilt trip, every "I miss what we had" text is designed to pull you back into her emotional orbit. She feeds off your confusion, your attention, your frustration. When you react, whether with anger, hope, or sadness, she feels powerful again. But when you go silent, she panics. Your lack of response is the one thing she can't manipulate. It forces her to face something she hates, the reality that she no longer controls your emotions. She will test your boundaries on purpose. The moment you try to move on, she suddenly reappears with accidental messages, fake emergencies, or twisted stories meant to guilt you. Narcissists hate boundaries because boundaries expose their weakness. They try to step over them just to prove they still can. When you respond, even politely, she tells herself, "I still have him." That's why the first step to reclaiming your power is refusing to defend yourself, refusing to explain, and refusing to argue. You don't win by proving your point. You win by not playing her game at all. Silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. She hates seeing you heal. A narcissist expects you to be damaged after her. She expects you to crave her approval, miss her attention, or replay the relationship in your mind. Healing makes her furious because it means she failed to break you the way she intended. When she sees you glowing again, sleeping better, laughing again, focusing on your goals, rediscovering peace, she often tries to drag you back emotionally. She may act sweet one day and cold the next. She may pretend she's changed. She may even flirt with others loudly to get a reaction. But the truth is simple. Your healing threatens her identity, so she'll do anything to interrupt it. That's why your control must remain internal, not external. 4. She uses confusion as a weapon. A narcissistic ex-girlfriend often loves to blur lines. She'll act like she wants you back but won't commit. She'll say she still cares, but isn't ready. She'll flirt, then distance herself. She'll create just enough emotional tension to keep you hooked, hoping you will chase clarity she'll never give. The more confused you are, the more invested she becomes in keeping you emotionally tangled. That's why reacting to her mixed signals only strengthens her grip. The moment you stop trying to understand her choices is the moment you reclaim your clarity. You don't owe her explanations, arguments, or emotional labor. You owe yourself direction. The real power comes from doing the opposite of what she expects. A narcissistic ex expects you to defend yourself when she lies. She expects you to react when she provokes you. She expects you to chase when she pulls away. She expects you to crumble when she moves on publicly. But the most powerful response is choosing yourself instead of responding to her at all. Not reacting is not ignoring, it's self-preservation. It's refusing to be dragged back into emotional chaos. It's understanding the difference between losing someone and escaping someone. When you do the opposite of what she expects, when you stay calm instead of angry, distant instead of invested, confident instead of wounded, you take away the one thing she always relied on, your vulnerability. So don't react to her games. Don't defend your choices. Don't let her pull you back into a role you've already outgrown. Instead, protect your peace. Strengthen your boundaries. Focus on becoming the version of yourself you neglected while fighting for her attention. Your silence isn't pettiness, it's healing. Your distance isn't rejection, it's recovery. Your peace isn't revenge, it's your rebirth. If this message spoke to you, make sure to follow me on Facebook and TikTok, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more deep insights on narcissistic behavior, healing, emotional strength, and breaking toxic cycles for good.
When the narcissist is your sister, don't compete with her for validation. Do this instead. There's a unique kind of heartbreak that comes from having a narcissistic sister. It's not like dealing with a toxic stranger, a friend, or even an ex. This one knows your childhood, your insecurities, your family dynamics, and your emotional buttons. She grew up next to you, sometimes against you, and she learned early how to weaponize comparison, rivalry, and validation. And because she constantly competes, criticizes, and tries to outshine you, your instinct becomes competing back. You try to prove you're good enough. You try to match her achievements, outgrow her insults, or earn the approval she hoards. But here's the truth. You will never win a validation competition with a narcissist because the game is designed for you to lose. So instead of trying to outrun her ego, do this instead. Stop playing the role she assigned to you. A narcissistic sister often creates a family script. She's the golden one. You're the one who's not doing enough. She's accomplished. You're always catching up. And when you try to win validation from family members, you're unknowingly agreeing to the script. You're accepting the role she crafted for you, the lesser sibling who must work harder to be acknowledged. But here's the shift. You don't have to be in the story she built. You can step out of the role entirely. You stop explaining. You stop proving. You stop defending your life choices. When you mentally exit the script, her power deflates. 2. Refuse to compete. It starves her source of control. A narcissistic sister thrives on rivalry. If she buys something, she watches to see if you match it. If she achieves something, she waits for your reaction. If she posts online, she checks if you're impressed. Her validation cycle depends on you responding, even negatively. So when you stop competing, you aren't triggered by her achievements. You don't feel pressured to mirror her lifestyle. You don't let her pace dictate your worth. This isn't about acting superior. It's about choosing peace over performance. When you choose not to participate, the competition collapses. 3. Validate yourself without asking for family approval. Narcissistic siblings often dominate family dynamics. They charm the parents, gather support, and paint a picture of themselves as the responsible or successful one. And you? You start seeking the same validation, but it never feels equal. The solution is painful, but powerful. Stop waiting for them to clap for you. Start clapping for yourself. You validate your growth. You acknowledge your milestones. You measure your life with your own metrics. Because the moment you choose self-validation, you become unmanipulable. Protect your emotional privacy like your life depends on it. A narcissistic sister doesn't just listen, she collects. Your dreams, fears, mistakes, plans. She stores them like ammunition for later domination. So you do something she won't expect. You become selectively private. You stop announcing your wins before they're secure. You don't share your struggles with someone who will twist them. You keep your emotional world sacred. Your silence becomes your armor. And nothing frustrates a narcissist like losing access to the information they used to control the narrative. Set boundaries without apologizing for them. When dealing with a narcissistic sister, boundaries feel like betrayal because she expects unlimited access to your time, your loyalty, your energy, and even your emotional labor. But boundaries are not attacks. They are self-respect made visible. You don't explain overly. You don't debate. You don't justify why you need distance, peace, or space. Your boundary is a decision, not a negotiation. And when she pushes back, which she will, you stay calm. You don't argue. You don't collapse. You don't retreat. You stay firm. 6. Let her believe whatever makes her feel in control. Trying to correct a narcissistic sibling's false narrative is a waste of your soul. They twist facts so smoothly that you end up defending yourself for things you didn't do. So here's the rule. Stop trying to change her version of the story. If she wants to believe you're jealous, let her. If she says you're the problem, let her. If she paints herself as the victim, let her. You don't defend yourself where truth is unwelcome. Once you stop feeding the drama starves. Build a life that doesn't revolve around her shadow. The biggest breakthrough comes when you realize you're allowed to grow outside the family ecosystem. You're allowed to build friendships, routines, peace, and success that have nothing to do with her approval or comparison. Because healing looks like this. You're proud of your journey without checking who's ahead. You're fulfilled without needing her applause. You're calm even when she tries to provoke you.
When the narcissist is your co-parenting ex, don't fight every lie. Do this instead. There is a turning point in co-parenting with a narcissistic ex. A moment when you finally recognize that fighting every lie drains you more than the lie itself. A narcissistic ex doesn't distort the truth because they're confused. They do it because it keeps you defending, explaining, and reacting. And the more you react, the more they feel in control. So, instead of battling their endless storytelling, you must shift your strategy. Not with anger. Not with explanations. Not with emotional responses. But with calm, clarity, and control. Here's what to do instead. 1. Stop reacting emotionally. Respond with documentation only. Your narcissistic co-parenting ex wants emotional chaos. They feed on your anger, your explanations, your attempts to clear your name. But they become powerless when you replace emotion with neutral documentation. If they lie about what time the kids were dropped off, send the timestamp. If they twist what you said, refer to the written message. If they accuse you of something you didn't do, stick to the facts. You don't need to argue. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to convince them. You simply say, "Please refer to our documented communication." Short. Neutral. Powerfully boring. Narcissists cannot manipulate a fact that is written, time-stamped, and emotionally empty. Documentation protects you far more than arguments ever will. Make your boundaries boring and stick to them. A narcissistic ex will test your limits endlessly. They want your boundaries to feel like battles. They want to pull you into arguments. They want you to react loudly so they can twist it against you. So your boundaries must become firm, calm, and emotionless. You don't need to justify your decisions. You don't need their agreement. You don't need to over-explain good parenting choices. Your new method is simple. State the boundary. Repeat it if needed. Don't negotiate it. Narcissists can only fight when you give them emotion. When your boundaries are stable and boring, their drama loses meaning. Let their lies expose them over time. One of the hardest truths to accept is this: you don't need to chase every lie, because their lies will eventually contradict each other. A narcissistic co-parent tells so many stories that they forget them. Their stories change depending on who they're talking to. Their truths shift as soon as they need a new angle, and people notice. You don't need to prove your innocence. You don't need to fix your reputation. You don't need to correct their version of reality. Just stay consistent, stay calm, stay factual. The contrast between your stability and their chaos will reveal the truth without you lifting a finger. Focus on the kids, not the games. A narcissistic ex wants the co-parenting relationship centered on them, their stories, their opinions, their emotional storms. But your role isn't to manage their feelings. Your role is to protect your children's emotional safety. Every decision you make should be based on one question: does this support the kids' well-being? Not, how do I prove my ex wrong? Not, how do I fix what they said? Not, how do I fight this lie? Your children will grow up and see who was steady and who was unstable. They will feel who created safety and who created chaos. You don't need to force that realization. Time will show them. Respond like a business partner, not an ex. A narcissistic co-parent wants emotional engagement. They want to know they can still provoke you. They want to feel that your reactions give them importance. So you take away that fuel. Your messages should be brief, neutral, focused only on the kids, emotion-free, straight to the point. This is the BIF method: brief, informative, friendly, firm. You're not writing as their ex. You're writing as a quiet, composed business partner whose only purpose is the well-being of the children. This protects both your peace and your credibility. 6. Protect your peace like your life depends on it. Constant lies, manipulation, and emotional baiting are exhausting. And a narcissist relies on your exhaustion. The more tired you are, the easier you are to provoke, manipulate, and confuse. So protecting your peace is not selfish, it's necessary. Mute their messages until you're calm enough to respond. Use approved parenting apps instead of direct texting. Block their number if allowed. Create emotional distance. Seek support. Take breaks. Rest. You cannot be an effective parent if you are emotionally drowning. Your children need the calm version of you, not the broken one the narcissist is trying to create. Your peace is part of the parenting plan, even if the court doesn't say it. Final message. When the narcissist is your co-parenting ex, you don't need to fight every lie.
When the narcissist is someone you still care about, don't give them power. Do this instead. It's painful when the person you care about most manipulates you. They might have been a partner, a close friend, or someone you shared deep memories with. You feel a pull toward them, an urge to explain yourself, defend your choices, or try to make things right. But here's the truth. As long as you care, they have power over you. That emotional hold allows them to control your peace, your thoughts, and even your happiness. The key is learning to care without giving them control. 1. Caring isn't weakness. Loving or caring about someone doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Narcissists try to convince you that empathy equals weakness. They manipulate your emotions, twist your words, and test your limits, hoping to get a reaction. But your care is not a flaw. It's possible to care while still protecting yourself. Recognizing your feelings without acting on every provocation is the first step toward reclaiming your power. Your compassion doesn't need to feed their control. It can coexist with strength and self-respect. 2. Stop reacting to their manipulations. A narcissist will often push buttons just to see how you respond. They might use guilt, subtle insults, or emotional games to draw you in. The more you react, the more fuel you give them. Every defensive response, every explanation, every attempt to justify yourself strengthens their hold over you. Silence and calm observation are far more powerful. Refusing to engage deprives them of the supply they crave. When you no longer respond to their provocations, you send a clear message. Your emotions are yours, and they no longer control them. 3. Boundaries are essential. Boundaries are your shield, not a weapon. Saying no doesn't mean you don't care. It means you value yourself. When you care about a narcissist, it's easy to feel guilty for asserting limits. But boundaries protect your peace and preserve your energy. You can refuse late-night arguments, avoid manipulative calls, and disengage from conversations that leave you feeling drained. Every boundary you set reinforces your independence and reduces their influence. By protecting your heart, you gradually cut the strings they've held onto for so long. 4. Focus on your life and growth. Caring about a narcissist often distracts you from your own life. You replay memories, imagine what-ifs, or hope they might change. But the truth is, your energy belongs to you, not to them. Investing in your goals, relationships, and personal growth diminishes their power over you. When you thrive without their input, their influence fades. They can only control the parts of you that remain entangled with them. By prioritizing your own life, you reclaim the freedom that's been quietly slipping away while you cared too much. 5. Let go without losing love. The hardest step is detaching without cutting off your compassion. You can still care about someone without letting them control your emotions. Letting go means accepting that your attachment should no longer give them leverage. It's about wishing them well, but refusing to orbit around their needs or manipulations. When you detach with clarity, you reclaim your life while preserving your humanity. Love doesn't have to equal surrender. True care can coexist with firm boundaries, emotional independence, and inner peace. Caring about a narcissist doesn't have to keep you trapped. By refusing to react, setting boundaries, focusing on your growth, and detaching without resentment, you take back your power. You stop being a participant in their games and start being the author of your own life. Your happiness, peace, and freedom are not negotiable, and they are the ultimate forms of self-respect. If you've ever felt pulled back by a narcissist you still care about, drop a yellow flag in the comments. Share this video with someone who needs to understand that love doesn't mean surrender. Follow us on Facebook and TikTok for more insights on healing from narcissistic relationships. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your peace is your power, and it starts here.
I used to blame myself until I learned why narcissistic women behave like this. Follow to protect your peace. Have you ever looked back at a relationship and asked yourself, what did I do wrong? I used to ask myself that every day. I replayed conversations, reread messages, and dissected every mistake I thought I made. I blamed my tone, my patience, my boundaries, my reactions. I blamed myself until I finally learned why narcissistic women behave like this. And that knowledge changed everything. Let me explain it step by step, especially if you've never heard about female narcissism before. Step 1. Understand this first. It was never about you. A narcissistic woman doesn't build relationships the way healthy people do. She doesn't connect to who you are. She connects to how you make her feel about herself. Validation, admiration, attention, these are her emotional fuel. When you meet her, she may seem charming, caring, even magical. That's not love. That's mirroring. At this stage, you feel chosen, seen, special. And that's why it hurts later. Step 2. The shift that confuses you. Once she feels secure that you're emotionally invested, the behavior changes. Slowly or suddenly. Warmth turns into distance. Praise turns into criticism. You start feeling anxious, unsure, and desperate to fix things. This is where self-blame begins. You think, maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I said the wrong thing. If I try harder, she'll go back to how she was. That confusion is not accidental. It keeps you focused on fixing yourself instead of questioning her behavior. Step 3. Why accountability never comes. A narcissistic woman cannot sit with shame or responsibility. Admitting fault feels like emotional death to her. So when conflict happens, she deflects, minimizes, or flips the blame. Suddenly, you're the problem. Your feelings are too much. Your boundaries are selfish. Your pain is drama. Over time, you start doubting your own reality. This is called emotional erosion, and it's why so many people lose their confidence in these relationships. Step 4. Why you stay longer than you should. You don't stay because you're weak. You stay because you're human. The intermittent affection, the moments when she's kind again, create a powerful emotional hook. Your brain clings to the version of her from the beginning. You chase closure. You chase understanding. You chase peace. And the more you chase, the more control she feels. Step 5. The truth that frees you. Here's the truth that stopped my self-blame. Narcissistic women behave like this because they regulate their self-worth through control, not connection. Your pain doesn't move them the way it would move a healthy partner. Your explanations don't land. Your love doesn't heal them. And none of that is your failure. Step 6. Choosing yourself. Healing begins the moment you stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "Why am I tolerating this?" Distance brings clarity. Silence brings peace. Education brings power. You don't need closure from someone who benefited from your confusion. Final reminder. If this story feels familiar, please hear this clearly. You were not too much. You were with someone who could never be enough for you. Follow to protect your peace. Save this for days you feel tempted to self-blame. Share this with someone who's still confused and hurting. Your healing starts with understanding, and you've already taken the first step. What hurts the narcissist the most when you start chasing them and start choosing yourself? If you're here, it's probably because you're tired. Tired of over-explaining? Tired of proving your worth? Tired of chasing someone who only feels powerful when you're begging for scraps of attention? You don't want revenge. You want truth. You want to know what actually shakes a narcissist at their core? Not what looks dramatic on the outside, but what quietly dismantles they control on the inside. Here's the truth, step by step. Step 1. You stop chasing, and their illusion cracks. A narcissist feeds on pursuit. Your texts, your apologies, your emotional reactions reassure them that they still matter, that they still control the narrative. When you stop chasing, something unsettling happens. His silence forces them to sit with themselves. No validation. No supply. No proof that they are still desirable or powerful. This is not indifference to them. It feels like rejection. And rejection is unbearable. Step 2. You stop explaining yourself, and they lose control of the story. Narcissists rely on confusion. They provoke reactions so they can twist your words and reposition themselves as the victim. When you stop explaining, defending, or justifying your feelings, you remove their favorite weapon. They can no longer rewrite your reality in real time. What hurts the most here isn't your silence. It's the fact that they no longer get access to your mind. Step 3. You stop reacting and their power evaporates. Anger, tears, desperation. These reactions once reassured them that they mattered. When you stop reacting, the dynamic shifts. They may provoke harder, insult deeper, or suddenly become nice again. But inside, panic sets in. Because a narcissist doesn't fear hatred. They fear irrelevance. Your calm tells them they no longer control your emotional world. Step 4. You choose yourself, and their superiority collapses. This is where it truly hurts. When you start prioritizing your peace, your boundaries, and your healing, you stop playing the role they assigned you. You're no longer the one chasing approval. You become the one who walked away with dignity. To a narcissist, this feels like losing a mirror that once reflected their greatness. Your self-worth exposes their emptiness. Step 5. You heal, and they realize they can't reach you anymore. Nothing wounds a narcissist more deeply than seeing you thrive without them. Not out of spite, but out of genuine growth. Healing means you stop craving closure from someone incapable of accountability. It means you stop hoping they'll change. And when they sense that they can no longer trigger, bait, or manipulate you, something breaks. They may never admit it, but this is when they feel truly powerless. Step 6. You stop needing their validation, and they lose their identity. Narcissists construct their self-image through others. When you no longer seek their approval, their reflection disappears. They may try to hoover you back, remind you of good times, or accuse you of changing. But what they're really mourning is the loss of access to your emotional energy. Here's the part most people don't tell you. What hurts the narcissist the most is not punishment, exposure, or confrontation. It's your emotional independence. It's the quiet confidence of someone who no longer needs to be chosen because they chose themselves first. And choosing yourself doesn't mean you never cared. It means you finally cared enough about you. If this message resonated, let it be your turning point. You don't have to chase to be worthy. You don't have to explain to be understood. And you don't have to stay stuck to prove your love. If you're ready to protect your peace, break trauma bonds, and reclaim your power, follow for more truths they don't want you to know. Share this with someone who needs the reminder. Walking away is not weakness. It's freedom.
Stranger Things predicted my female narcissist before I even met her. Follow for the shocking truth. Have you ever watched a show and felt like it was predicting your life? Like it was sending secret messages about people you hadn't even met yet? That was exactly my experience with Stranger Things, and it led me to one shocking realization. The show predicted my female narcissist before I even knew she existed. I know it sounds unbelievable, but every scene, every character interaction mirrored the toxic patterns that would later enter my life. And I'm here to walk you through it step by step, so you can see how these signs might be hiding in plain sight. Step 1. Recognizing the red flags in fiction. The first time I noticed the connection was when I was rewatching Stranger Things and noticed certain female characters, particularly the ones who manipulated, gaslit, and controlled those around them. At first, I laughed it off, thinking it was just storytelling. There's something about the behavior, charming on the surface, cruel beneath, hit too close to home. If fiction can create these patterns, real life can mirror them even more dangerously. Step 2. Identifying the archetype. Stranger Things didn't just show random bad behavior. It painted a clear archetype, the charming manipulator who bends people to her will, twists the truth, and makes you question your own reality. The female narcissist I eventually met fit this mold exactly. By analyzing the show's characters, I learned to spot the subtle signs: over-the-top charm, masking insecurity, deflection when confronted, and an ability to make everyone else feel like the problem. Recognizing the archetype in a show trained my intuition for real life. Step 3. Observing patterns before engagement. Even before meeting her, I noticed situations that echoed what I had seen in Stranger Things. People who were overly flattering, situations where I was made to feel guilty for no reason, and conversations that left me confused and second-guessing myself. Stranger Things had prepared me subconsciously to identify these patterns early. It's almost like the show was giving me a blueprint of how female narcissists operate. And the more I paid attention, the clearer the signs became. Step 4. Document your observations. One of the most important steps I took was keeping a mental or even physical log of the behaviors I noticed. In the show, manipulative characters often followed predictable cycles: charm, control, isolation, and emotional manipulation. By documenting similar behaviors in real life, I was able to see the red flags forming before the full impact hit me. This step is crucial because narcissistic patterns often start small and escalate gradually. Writing them down helped me trust my instincts. Step 5. Confirm the patterns. The 5th step is critical: confirming that the patterns you see aren't just coincidences. I compared the behaviors I observed in real life to the characters in Stranger Things. Every lie, every twisted argument, and every act of manipulation aligned perfectly with the archetypes I had studied. That's when it hit me. The show had predicted her before I even met her. While it's easy to think this is just a strange coincidence, it's actually a lesson in paying attention to patterns, both in fiction and in reality. Step 6. Protect yourself and set boundaries. Recognizing the narcissist is only half the battle. The real work is protecting yourself. I learned that setting boundaries early, trusting my instincts, and refusing to explain myself constantly were key strategies. Stranger Things may have predicted her arrival, but I had the power to choose my response. Understanding the archetype meant I could act with awareness rather than react blindly. Step 7. Reflect and share your story. Finally, reflection is essential. Watching the show gave me more than just insight. It gave me perspective. By analyzing the connection between fiction and reality, I realized I wasn't powerless. Sharing my story, like I'm doing now, helps others recognize their own red flags before it's too late. Fiction doesn't just entertain. It can warn, teach, and even protect. Conclusion. If you've ever felt that life is stranger than fiction, take a closer look at the patterns around you. Sometimes, the shows we watch are more than entertainment. They are lessons in disguise. Stranger Things predicted my female narcissist before I even met her, and now I see the signs in time. Don't wait until the manipulation escalates. Watch closely, trust your instincts, and follow for more insights into spotting toxic people before they hurt you.
Have you ever noticed how narcissists always try to circle back right when you found peace? They disappear for weeks or months, leaving you broken. But when they sense your glow again, your strength, your happiness, suddenly they miss you. They send that message, "Hey, just checking in." But what happens when this time you don't answer? Here are 5 emotional truths about what happens when a narcissist tries to come back, but you've finally closed the door. And number 5 is pure freedom. Your silence shocks their ego. Narcissists always expect the door to stay open. They think you'll always be waiting, ready to forgive, ready to talk. So when they knock and you don't answer, their mind spins. Wait, what happened? Why isn't it working? Your silence isn't just quiet, it's rejection. And to a narcissist, rejection feels like destruction. You've just delivered the one thing they can't handle, being irrelevant. They'll pretend to have changed. Once their ego is bruised, they'll switch tactics. Expect fake apologies, "I've been working on myself," or sudden emotional confessions. It's not real. It's bait. They want to test if they still have access to your heart. But when you stay calm and distant, they feel that shift. You're no longer reacting emotionally, and that realization hits them hard because they're used to your tears, not your peace. They panic when their charm fails. You'll notice them trying to resurrect the same old charm: compliments, memories, flattery. They might even act like they're happy for you, pretending to care. But when you don't melt, when you stay grounded, that panic starts to show. Narcissists are actors who need an audience. When you stop playing your role, their performance collapses. And deep down, they know the show is over. They start blaming you to cope. When the charm fails, the blame begins. "You've changed. You're cold now. I can't believe you treat me like this." It's projection, their way of flipping the pain back onto you. But you'll feel something powerful in that moment: distance. Because now you see the game for what it is. You've grown past their manipulation, and they can't stand it. Your peace becomes the closure they never wanted. This is the moment that truly breaks them, when they realize you don't need revenge, explanations, or closure. You've already healed. Your peace speaks louder than any words could. And that silence, it becomes the mirror that shows them their own emptiness. They'll walk away angry, confused, maybe even crying, but you'll smile quietly. Because you know the truth. Their return wasn't love, it was control. So when a narcissist comes back and you don't let them in, understand this: you didn't lose them, you released them. You didn't reject love, you protected peace. And that's the moment